Hello and welcome to the third layout update on the Sunday the 10th of January. This is going to be purely a layout update, nothing to do with the shed whatsoever. Done quite a few bits over the Christmas holidays as well, so got a few things to show you. I think we should get started. One of the major things I did over the Christmas holidays was start the ballasting on the front mainline section. To do this I had to paint the cable trunking. It's painted with Woodland Scenics concrete and then black enamel where the wires are exposed. But I think I've done a very good job with that. There will be a video on how to ballast in the future, but at the moment this is what I've got up to. You can see on this side, this track here, there's no ballast covering sleepers, and then on this side, this section's obviously been recently re-ballasted. There's a lot of ballast on the surface of the sleepers, and you'll find that all over the main line. I think it looks especially good with a mainline train, for example, Virgin Pendolino, and the concrete sleepers, the cable trunking and the train look very well together. I had to stop with the ballasting here because I need more of the cable trunking down to continue with the ballasting. But I'm very pleased with how much I've done. So I've gone from all the way down there, as you see. Also, to work out where all the cable trunking was going to go, I needed to get a signal. So here's the first signal on the layout. It's a 4-aspect signal made by Traintronics. I haven't used it yet because it will be powered by the Heathcote boards, which use infrared light to sense the train and change the signal accordingly. But it's a very, very good model, very, very detailed. I've still got to paint it and add the detail to it, but I'm very pleased with it, and it was easy to fit, etc, etc, so it looks good. Also started to add the security fencing between the main line and the preserved line. This is going to be the car park or storage of an engine or something. So you can see there's a car there, but this is the Bachmann Scencraft security fencing, and I had to do a bit of a tricky kind of bit there over the buffer stop, and I've still got a little piece to put in between that as well. But I'm very pleased with how it looks. I just need to buy some more to continue it all the way round up to the back where the signal was. There. You can see the grey line is where it will follow. All along the back. There. I've started with the Fiddle Yard. You can see this was originally here. This is the Woodland Scenics, what do you want to call them? I think they were elevated or risers, I think. These are just foam, and they can make curves and all sorts of interesting shapes. And this is a 4% gradient working its way down, and then levels off, and then goes off over there. I used cork because the cork seems to merge out any dips and bumps and things you get from the gradient changes, and makes it all a nice smooth gradient, as well as making it easier to put all the track down. It's also very good because you can see here this is higher than the ground, but I wanted points there and there and there, so what I had to do was I had to use the cork as well, which changes the gradient smoothly, to get 3 sidings over there as well, storage. And then we'll have 6 running lines, 3 for the up and 3 for the down, which will run and then rejoin further down in the distance over there. Started pulling up the platform again. This is down to the fact that I had a bit of a sharp corner from here going round might be able to see the original where it used to and then used to go virtually straight from that point forward, and that caused a big gap along here between the carriage and the platform edge. And it still has a bit of a gap, but it's not as big as it was. It was about two people's worth of width, which wasn't very accurate. So I pulled that all up, got a bit of flex track, smoothed out the curve. That also meant I had to pull up front platform edging, and relay it in the new way. And I've out of track at the moment, so I need to finish connecting that, and then finish a bit along here and join it all back up again. And it also means there's a kind of a more of a stereotypical gap between the wagons and things than this gap, which is the standard gap you have to have for Hornby curves. And I've started filling in all the gaps and things, sand it all down, be able to paint it nicely and things. So that's my next job as well on this section here. Because I've really liked the Wooden Scenics risers, they work really well, and this section's a bit iffy on the gradient going up to the top there. What I've decided to do is I'm going to buy some either 2% gradients or 3% gradients and re-gradient this whole section here up to where it levels off at the top there, and then put cork over it to make it all one smooth level piece, unlike bits of cork as you see here, just to try and keep it all level, which is a bit dodgy really. So that's another project for the next couple of months, just to get those and fit them all here as well. Another couple of things I've been doing over Christmas. One of them is this Brown Bright wagon for the garden railway. I've been building it up slowly and carefully, making sure I don't get any bumps or anything, and it's starting to look really quite nice. Got that side done, that side still needs doing, and I need to get wheels and couplings and things for it still, but be building that up. And I got Manston just before Christmas, so I've been detailing that up and making sure it's more correct than the Hornby model. So I've painted the brass piping at the front of the engine and the red on the slide valve with the brass oil drips and things, and there is a driver and fireman in the cab now as well. So I've been adding a few bits of that and been looking up all the different bits I'm going to add to it, which will be in a future video. Final thing in this video, to continue any more of some of the other bits I've been doing, the station things, I'm waiting for stock at Hatton's and things. They're out of stock on a couple of items that I need, including the risers, so we'll see how that goes for next month. And I've been working on another project, so progress on this will now be a bit slower, so I'm now trying to do 2 projects, and the money will be shared as well, so less things can be bought, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed this video, hope you're a bit more up to date on what I'm up to, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.